What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the Roulette ATM lab, where we show you how to become professional gamblers using the game of roulette as your own ATM. And welcome back, guys. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for returning. And if you've just stumbled across us, then make sure you hit that like button and follow, guys. We put out a lot of awesome content, when it comes to teaching people how to become professionals using the game of roulette. And in today's session, we've got a fantastic session for you. I've got four strategies here, and I wanted to do a little bit different session for you today. I'm going to play four of my favorite strategies, which I sort of designed around clustered numbers on the board. And these are my favorite strategies purely for the fact that we cover such a large cluster. So I've got them written down here. Our four strategies we're going to be using, and what we're going to do is we're going to be using $1 units, and we've got a target here of $200. So once we get to our $200 target, then we're going to leave. And the way we're going to do this is we're just going to take a look at the history board, have a look to see if the numbers that uh, haven't hit already, what's an extended time since the last time these numbers were hit. That will be the clustered numbers we have. So the four I have, which are the green neighbors. I've got the Angel Wings, the West Coast Lokes, and the East Coast Lokes. So I'm looking at the board here. I see 25, 27, 23, 35, 17, 26. Rightio, fantastic. I see an opportunity here. So we're going to play these numbers here now. These are the numbers that we got sitting on the back side of the board. We've got seven numbers there, and I'm just wondering if I might add one more number here. We'll add the 20. That gets us the cluster numbers here. So rightio, we're looking to get to $200 in profit playing these four strategies, and basically we're using a little bit of history board as guidance. Obviously every spin is individual, but we're using the history board as a bit of guidance to see, where we're going to play these strategies. Rightio, it's a 12. So we doubled that last one. Let's just raise these now by 1 unit. 1 unit on all of these. So we're covering 8 numbers here. And these 8 numbers are in a cluster, basically from the 20 to the 7 on the board. And let's just raise these again now. We've got 4 units on all of these. So let's grind these out. And 14, that's going to hit one of our numbers. $112 profit there. You see how obviously when you get into the deeper you get into these, the more profit you end up making. So right, let's take another look at the board here. We've got 14, 19, 12, 21, 25, 27, 23. Rightio, fantastic. Let's see an opportunity for the Angel Wings here. So let's play these numbers, which are the 11 numbers here, 10, 5 either side of the number 5 on the board. So it's been an extended period since we hit any numbers around this area. So 24 off the bat, fantastic. That gets us $25 in profit. And let's write that down. Rightio. Now take another look. 19, 12. Rightio, let's play this side of the board here. We're going to play these numbers, which sit basically on the east side of the board here. There we go, 8 numbers covered here. So anywhere from the 2 to the 36. It's a 4. Not quite. No worries. Let's just double these now. And it's a 28. And these particular strategies are my favorite strategies to use. Purely because of the sort of risk for reward you get a significant amount of profit when you hit these numbers. Um, and sometimes the deeper you go into the recovery of hitting these, you end up making a significant amount of profit. Rightio. So just raise these now 1 unit or then 4 units on each of these numbers. 15, not quite. No worries. We'll go to 5 units on each of these now. 14, not quite. No worries. So let's raise these now. Going to add 2 units now, so we're going to 7. There we go. And remember, guys, we base this one off $1,000 bankroll, so still got plenty of bankroll here. We're in absolutely no trouble. So rightio, let's raise these by 3 now. That's 10 units on all of these. Oops. So let's hopefully get a hit here. 19, not quite. No worries. Now I'm going to raise these by 5. So 15 units now on all of these. And there we go, 17. Fantastic. $420 in profit. And I said we're going to come in here and make $200 in profit. And we've only played three of these numbers, and we've already hit the our profit target. So, like I always say, guys, advocate for the skills of being able to hit your target profit and leave. So in scenario here, I would leave, but I want to show you the last cluster of numbers here, our fourth one, just to show you. But yeah, like I was saying, this is the time I recommend taking your profits. We've hit our target goal already after 3, so this is the perfect opportunity to practice, being able to leave. But for the sake of this video, I will show you guys uh, our last one here. So even though it's opportune wise, it's not the best opportunity to play this particular strategy, um, given the fact that we've just hit a 19. But I'll show you this anyway, and hopefully we can get an early hit. So covering basically the 5 numbers that sit either side of the 0 on the board here. So let's just double that, and hopefully we can get a early hit here. Rightio. And let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, so just raise them now. We've got 3 units on all of these numbers. And let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 units now on all of these. And so now we're just grinding this out, waiting to get a hit here. 33 on the opposite side there, not helping us. Rightio, no worries. Let's go. We've got 5 units on all of these now. And let's get a hit. 7, just shy of our 28 there. No worries. Rightio. Let's raise them by 2 units now. 2 units on all of these. Oops. So 7 units on each of these numbers now. And 27. I do like the number 27, but not in this scenario. Rightio, 3 units now on all of these. And it's interesting how when you play roulette, you pick up certain numbers that you favor. It's interesting how you sort of get this relationship with different numbers. And I've also got a few numbers that I don't like, and for what particular reason makes sort of 0 sense. Why I don't like these numbers. But I don't know. drop in the comments if you have the same thing where you just have a certain number or a certain few numbers that you just dislike for some reason, or those numbers that you do like. Rightio, no worries. Let's go. We're gonna go up by 8 now on these. So go 5 on all these, and now I'm gonna chuck 3 on these. Oops. 3 on these. Now we're looking to get a hit. Looking to get a hit here. And there we go, 35, fantastic. And that picks us up a few extra dollars. So we went from 253 to 311. But you can see, we got a little bit into the bankroll with that particular strategy where we grinded it out. But yeah, like I always say, guys, get to your target profit and get out of there. It's best case scenario, and practicing being a professional is actually being able to leave. It's probably one of the hardest skills to master is being able to leave once you're in profit. And if you can manage to do that every time, then those are extremely strong attributes when it comes to being a professional using a game of roulette. So that's just wanted to show you guys. There's four of my favorite strategies I like to use. We only played them 4, made $311 profit. I said I was going to make 200, but I wanted to show you guys the fourth strategy there. So these clustered numbers are great risk for reward. But just managing your money, make sure you're doing the math as you go to make sure you hit your target profit and be able to leave. But yeah, they're awesome strategy, and yeah, thanks again, guys, for watching. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I got a bunch of great content coming your guys' way. So thanks again, guys, and I will see you in the next one.
Step to the table with a plan in hand. Roulette ATM, yeah, we understand. Focus on the numbers, play it smart, don't guess. Law of attraction, skill brings success. Chips on the line, but the mind stays calm. Strategy first keeps the bankroll strong. Back to the lab where the winners go. Roulette ATM, watch the profits flow.